brought to you by IWCRadio.com. It's the internet's most irreverent wrestling podcast. Now, please welcome Beans, Smoot, Chucks, and Will. This is the IWC.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the IWC radio broadcast. Sorry, I got caught by something off camera here. We're live once again here to discuss what's looking ahead at WWE TLC this Sunday, which is less than 24 hours away. Yeah, some interesting stuff has happened. Beans is not here with us once again because he is still doing fatherly stuff. We don't know when he'll be back, but we do have we have something back from him. We've said numerous times he's been on assignment, and he actually did something on assignment for us, believe it or not, which we'll get into a little bit later. And we'll also talk about Raw and SmackDown and everything in between. But how are you guys doing? Chucks and Will are here with us. I should mention that.
I'm good.
How are you two doing? Chucks, how are you?
Can't complain. Can't complain. It's another week is gone. I don't have any viral illnesses.
Oh, jeez. Should we get into that?
I think that's where we need to go, really, isn't it? That's the big story.
Mm. So apparently this happened yesterday, as of late, because I was on Twitter promoting whatever I was doing on Twitch yesterday, and this came out of the blue. Apparently, a few superstars have some sort of viral infection. It's been speculated it's viral meningitis.
It goes back a little bit further, actually, because I think Bo Dallas was probably the first one to pick up.
Oh, really?
He's been missing for 2 weeks, and also...
And JoJo, too.
JoJo, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been lingering for a bit, but it sort of broke out, if you like, this week.
Yeah. Apparently Roman Reigns caught it, Bray Wyatt caught it, and now there's some changes to the TLC card, if you will, and one of them being is Kurt Angle is going to be competing in a WWE ring for the first time in 11 years.
That's huge. The other one is that Kevin Owens, he doesn't have it. He missed a show or two, I think, but it was family things, so false alarm there.
Yeah, he's just tweeted actually in the last hour or so saying that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Kurt's back.
Yeah.
With, no build at all. You understand they want to do something big, but I thought this was going to be WrestleMania big, if at all. Turns out, no, he's the new Shield member.
You're either with us or against us, and apparently Kurt Angle's with the Shield.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to come out with, the vest?
I kind of hope so, yeah.
Maybe a Captain America shield?
That would work for him. I think that would be fine.
That's it's kind of wild because it's just first thing is everybody was hyped for the Shield to be coming back, and then all of a sudden Reigns gets caught with whatever this viral infection is, and instead of having Jason Jordan, something that's close to Kurt Angle, just have Kurt Angle himself in action. You think it might have been a move to garner some more interest or to retain it? At the very least.
Well, to retain it, definitely. Anyone who has... Well, I suppose with the network, it doesn't really matter if people buy the show or not. Maybe live tickets. You can imagine that a lot of people would be kind of pissed if the Shield reunion doesn't go off like it should.
Yeah.
I don't know that anyone's going to be upset at losing Sister Abigail. But they wanted to kind of give more than they lost.
Right.
And they've definitely done that.
Yeah, they could always do Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt again down the road, or Sister Abigail, I should say.
If we have to. I mean, if we really have to.
You don't want to wish illness on someone, but I think we've benefited there. Would have been nice if it was something less than meningitis. Like we just had like a cold or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Bray. Like, I'm sure he shows up to work. So no, it's fine. I can still. No. Don't worry about this one. Probably best you don't work this match. It's fine.
And the last TNA match that Kurt Angle was involved in was, I think, of March last year with Lashley overseas in the UK. And,
Was it with Lashley or with Del
so.
Rio?
I think it was with Lashley before
Let me
Del
think
Rio
of a
came
different
in. Before Del Rio
Okay.
came in. Because around that summer, that's when I kind of stopped watching, I think. So.
Didn't he do something indie? Oh, it was with Cody, I think.
It might have been, yeah.
Because I think he did one with what's that company that has inexplicable amounts of money? What Culture? They did a show with everyone on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It was something. Yeah, they were
Okay, here we go. So, WCPW, he had 3 matches. Joe Hendry, whoever he is, was a snooker player, isn't it? Then there was Cody Rhodes, and then he beat Del Rio.
Okay.
So he had a little stint with What Culture, and won them all.
Very, very minor. With
Very minor. And you're right, that was February this year. That recent, like right before he came back to WWE.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
So I guess he's not totally out. I mean, that's still a long time, but
Well, he's always said, hasn't he, in the interviews and stuff, that before he come back, obviously the question was always asked of him if he'd ever go back to in-ring action.
Yeah.
And he always said he'd always be ready if ever they needed him.
Yeah.
So, I guess they needed him.
I guess that's exactly what happened. Out of nowhere,
Like an RKO.
they needed him, and he's ready. Yeah, out of nowhere, RKO.
That's crazy.
Okay, so Joe Hendry was actually a Scottish football player.
You're thinking of Stephen Hendry.
Yeah, I think there was another Hendry that won there. Snooker.
Remember
No,
Colin
man,
Hendry?
I can't even do a search for that. If I just do snooker player Hendry, you know what? Would be the other one.
I remember Colin Hendry played for Blackburn.
Colin Hendry, that's true. He was another Hendry. Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm sure there was another. Yeah. Anything else? We just kind of got a little distracted there.
No, sidetracked with the Hendrys.
Yeah, with all the Hendrys.
I'm looking forward to Angle competing. Like I said, his last match was in the WWE ECW brand 11 years ago, and a lot of fans want to see him compete. You know, put the GM tie away and bring out the singlet.
I was telling someone today, and they said pretty much that this pay-per-view wasn't that interesting until now.
And honestly, I mean, looking at the card, there's only one TLC match. There's no like chairs match, no tables match, nothing. It's just literally the only.
Not
TLC
even a
match.
stairs match.
Not even a stairs match. Exactly.
Yeah, but they've done this, and actually, I'm considering staying up to watch it live for the first time in what has to be. I don't even know if I did that for WrestleMania this year. I just don't bother staying up till 4 anymore. This time, to see Kurt do his thing, man, I think it might be happening.
Do you think, though? I mean, obviously, it's going to be a big deal, and obviously they'll make a big deal out of it, like WWE like to do. But is it going to be? Is he going to have much involvement in the match? It's a tag match, so
It's a 5-on-3 match, yeah.
He kind of has to if it's 5-on-3, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think originally, the Shield was going to go over, and I mean, there's no reason why they still can't now that they have Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I kind of feel like they still have to win, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, that's
the other thing is
the prediction territory, but you know.
Yeah, I suppose it is going who's going over. It's not for anything. There's no briefcase. There's no belt,
Nothing.
so this has to be like a pinfall finish. So you'd imagine one of these extra guys, a Miz or a Kane's comeback. We need to talk about that too. You'd imagine one of those guys would take the pin over Rollins, Ambrose, or Angle.
Right.
That's my assumption, anyway. Yeah, there's a lot to this one.
Yeah. Should we get into the prediction game then? Should we find the papers?
All right, let's do it, and then we'll go back to the demon coming back.
Yeah.
Let's get some paper. Oh man, my paper's not rustling today. There you go. Oh
there
yeah.
we go.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Ready.
That's good. That's some rustling right there. That's like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's WrestleMania quality. Okay, let's start as we do every time with the pre-show. We haven't even mentioned we've got 3 women's matches on this show.
Yeah. All singles.
I think that's notable. All singles.
Yeah.
Yeah. All singles and all. There's at least one important participant in each one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the winners are fairly obvious in these 3. I guess we'll get to that.
Yeah. Not to mention,
okay, pre-show.
Not to mention, there's only 7 matches announced as opposed to the regular 8, so there's probably going to be room for maybe 1 match.
Elias and Titus.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's my guess anyway. So Sasha Banks and Alicia Fox on the pre-show. Alicia Fox finally has a T-shirt for the first time in her 10-year career.
And she doesn't realize it.
Yeah, apparently she doesn't know.
She was in action on Raw this past Monday and cut a promo right before the match about, still not having a shirt, and people were pointing out that she has one now, so... I like how it takes...
She's crazy.
Yeah, I like how it takes her, one promo to just say, I don't have a shirt, and then, you look at Neville and he leaves the company, supposedly.
Because he got a shirt.
Because he got a shirt that was poorly done.
It wasn't on his level. Can't argue with that. We got Banks and Fox here. I'm thinking Sasha Banks has to win this one. As much like Alicia, I just don't see it.
This is on the pre-show, right?
This is the pre-show.
That was Sasha.
I'm going with Sasha.
You know what? Alicia's got a shirt. I'll pick her.
Sure, I guess.
Is that how we decide things?
Sure.
Who has the most merch? Zack Ryder wins everything.
I'm more true to that than you think. I'm going with Sasha.
Okay. Pretty safe bet there.
Didn't these two have like a little back and forth where Alicia won by mistake or something? Well, that wasn't too long ago.
I don't think it was by mistake. I think it was Sasha had like a shoulder up and the ref didn't see it.
Yeah, exactly. That's an accidental win.
All right,
oh,
sure.
Unless it wasn't. You mean that was the planned finish?
Yeah, I don't think it was a...
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't think it was according to...
I always thought it was a total botch, and then they had to redo it the next week. Or something. Then it ended up being a mixed tag with Rich Swann and Noam Dar.
Oh, yeah.
I swear that was only like a couple of months ago. It seemed like long ago at all. Anyway, we're back to it. So then to the main show. Let's do the main show. Shall we stick with the women and
Sure.
Asuka's debut?
Yeah.
Does it even matter who she's facing here?
How wild would it be if Emma won? I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying how wild would it be if she actually got one over Asuka?
It would be stupid.
Yeah.
I'm picking Asuka.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also picking Asuka.
And you as well, Chuck.
It is all about Asuka
Okay.
this time.
Because she's been undefeated, as far as I know,
She has.
in NXT. She relinquished the title because of injury, and they used that to bring her up to the main card. So she's still technically undefeated.
Yeah, all except the Battle Royal, unless she got thrown over the top. But that is it.
Okay, so if they do decide to keep that intact on the main card, I don't think they're gonna blow that on Emma here, unless they do, and then give Emma like incredible momentum.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Well, she did start the women's revolution.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, if Paige ever gets back into the ring again, I think maybe Paige might be the one that knocks off Asuka. But in the meantime, yeah. In the meantime, I think Asuka is a safe bet to win here.
Why Paige?
Because she started the women's revolution, technically, I guess.
She actually did.
Yeah.
But don't you think that they would be kind of annoyed with Paige after everything?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what happens backstage. I hear little birds and they tell me things. So. Ed in the chat, who's joined us on YouTube, has been chatting away, saying that Taz had some stupid idea that Asuka should lose in her first match on the main roster. He also says Summer Rae's first match back, she should beat Asuka with a distraction roll-up. Also says that Triple H is in action in South America, and if Emma won, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to hear him scream from South America.
He turns his back for one day.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, there's not many things that I really care about in WWE these days. They do so much stupid stuff. I kind of shook my head when Jinder won the WWE title. It's like, oh, come on. At this point,
that was out of nowhere, like in RKO.
That was well, kind of. But this one, if they actually do have Emma beat Asuka first time, I think I might get a little bit annoyed. Just a little bit.
I can't see that happen.
This would be, if anything, I would say this is a match to keep your eye on, just to see what happens.
Just to see what happens. Yeah, I think you may be right there. And let's round this out with the Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss defending against Mickie James. The old lady.
The old lady, yeah. This is the same age as Samoa Joe. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an old man too, I guess.
Alexa Bliss or Mickie James? Alexa headed into this as the champion.
Yep.
Mickie looking to become, what did she say it was, a 9-time women's champion?
7
times. 7-time women's champion.
So I believe equal Trish's record.
It would tire, huh? Let's see.
Yeah. I may be wrong there. That's from memory.
You know what? I'll go with Mickie.
You did this last week, or 2 weeks ago, and it didn't end well for you.
No, it did not. It did not.
I was tempted to go with Mickie as well.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going with Biscuit Butt Bliss?
I am. I am always the biscuit.
There you go. Done. It's on there.
Will, you're actually going for Mickie.
I am. Yeah.
Wow, that's bold move, both of you. Credit where it's due. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Okay, back to the men then. Let's start with the cruiserweight tag. We've got Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann versus Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick. I don't know any backstory to this one because who watches 205?
Apparently Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander have been getting beat up by Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick because they decided to team up.
Yeah.
And Gallagher and Kendrick have joined forces after a very lucrative feud between one another.
Lucrative.
Lucrative as 205 Live gets, okay? Give it a break. Give it a break. You saw that devastating, what was that, lumbar check at the end of the match on Raw from Cedric Alexander to Gallagher. I think I'm going to go with Kendrick and Gallagher to win.
Yeah, me too, I think. I can kind of see it going either way, but
yeah,
in the interest of keeping this feud going, because all feuds must continue, I'm going with the heels.
Yeah, same for me.
All right.
Okay. So then let's go to the... Well, let's stick to the Cruiserweight theme. Usually I leave all the title matches to the end, but I'm going in divisions this time. Cruiserweight Championship. Kalisto, new champion, defending against former champion Enzo Amore.
Yeah, this is what kind of also prompted, I guess, this is completely speculation, the exit for Neville. Because Enzo, I think, kicked Neville in the groin to get the Cruiserweight title, and then randomly on Raw, Kalisto won it off of Enzo. And then Enzo also recruited some of the Cruiserweights to have his back recently, which made no sense whatsoever, considering, you know, he ran down the entire division and roasted them like a week prior to that. So, I think maybe Enzo might get the win, but it might be disqualification here. But for the game, I'm going to go with Kalisto.
Kalisto, okay.
This is his first major title defense. He still can't cut a promo for the life of him.
His first major title defense? You mean as Cruiserweight, because he was US champion for a while.
Yeah, right. For the 205 Live brand. Not to get confused.
Sure. I think it's the word major that stumped me. Okay.
All right, minor. His first minor league.
First minor. Well, have you got any thoughts?
Enzo.
Yeah.
Really? He's gonna... Okay.
See, I'm thinking Enzo too, because of that stipulation he had. He won the belt. Everyone else was locked out of challenging him. So they got the belt off him. Now it's time for him to get it back, so now everyone can have their revenge. Time for Neville to come back home.
Ed says it's amazing that Kalisto went from U.S. heavyweight champ to cruiserweight champ. True. Yeah, I mean...
Is it?
Well, it was very sudden, because, like, you know, Angle announced that, you know, he was the newest guy to sign for the cruiserweight brand. And then, like, 1 week later, he just beats him at the end of a Raw. And caught everybody surprised, so... Yeah,
but then I think that was all about this stipulation that Enzo had. No one could challenge him. He was the one guy left who could, except maybe Sin Cara, I guess. Or a new call-up, but there was like the one guy who could show up and actually have a match and end that whole thing. If he had lost, then who would be left? So let's go to the rebooked Finn Balor. I think he's still going to be the Demon.
Yeah.
According to WWE.com, he's going to be the Demon Finn Balor. He's not taking on Sister Abigail anymore. He's the club is imploding. He's taking on SmackDown's AJ Styles in what should be an excellent match, you'd imagine.
Yeah. Let me make this blue just to avoid confusion here. There we go. Yeah, very strange leading up to this, because it seemed like it was both gentlemen, you know, competing in their makeup, if you will. And then Bray unfortunately got caught with this viral thing that's going around and claiming everybody. So, as a last-ditch effort, AJ Styles is going to be competing in probably what's one of the first interpromotional matches ever since the Cruiserweight brand was at stake.
Right.
to see who would have control of the Cruiserweight division. So, I think it's a Raw pay-per-view. Finn Balor's got to rep the Raw brand strong here. Demon or no demon? So,
okay.
Tough one this one because it doesn't really matter. You'd think anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Balor.
Okay.
Me too, because it's on Balor's brand. You feel like Styles can take the loss and it not really matter to what he's doing on SmackDown. Not that he's doing a lot on SmackDown, at least not for this week.
Right.
He's between feuds at the moment. I think he can take this loss and it not be too big a deal. And then the main event, we've just talked about it a little bit. We have Kurt Angle, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, the Shield 2.0, versus The Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Kane.
Yeah.
The returning Kane.
Yeah, it was a steel cage match between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, and the stipulation of they get the Miz Taraj gets a fifth guy, gets added into the TLC match if Strowman won. Otherwise, it would be a 3-on-3 if Roman Reigns won. And sure enough, Strowman was able to pull it out thanks to Kane coming up through the ring and choke slamming Reigns a couple of times. Which also, by the way, his new music sounds ridiculously cool. Like
Yeah.
The 2017 mix that he's got going.
Yeah.
Did sound pretty good, yeah.
Throw that up on the YouTube channel. I'm going with Team Angle. I think it was always going to
Team
be
Angle.
Team Shield. Because you don't reunite the Shield and then have them lose to the Miz Taraj of all people. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Team Angle here. And it's gonna be interesting to see how they kind of have Angle play this story out. You know?
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like you're right. You can, even though the Shield guys that are still in have been together for a little while.
Right.
It's not like this wasn't the Shield reunion that we were expecting. But Angle coming back, he can't lose his first match back. You'd imagine the Shield, they built this up 3-on-5 for a reason. You kind of feel like they wanted to put them over strong, so why not do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Team Angle for you too?
Yeah, I can't see Angle losing.
Yeah, considering his last match in WWE was like a no contest, yeah, he's gotta win this. He's gotta win this. Absolutely. And also, another thing to point out is that this is the only match with a stipulation to it, the TLC match stip itself. If they were to add like a stipulation, like a tables match or a ladder match or a chairs match, I think you could have Finn Balor, AJ Styles maybe work a ladder match.
Well, I would have thought it would be for the Cruiserweight title. You kind of want something hanging.
Sure. Maybe Clisto Enzo ladder match then. Yeah,
and then I would have put Balor and Wyatt in the tables match if it was me.
Okay.
But with AJ, I don't know.
A ladder match for a pin, Ed. That's originally what I was thinking.
Well, I mean, this TLC match is for a pin.
That's true.
You know, it can be done.
Hell, maybe even the women's championship could be a ladder match as well, if you wanted.
Making history.
Yeah.
Making history.
Making history.
Got to make some history. Ed is asking, any outside interference in the TLC match? Is there anyone left to interfere? Curtis Axel?
Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, if they're healthy enough.
Yeah, I don't think Bo's coming back.
I don't know. maybe Jason Jordan to help out his dad, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
And then,
Maybe
Strowman can take him out.
Maybe Shelton Benjamin. AJ gave him a ride over from SmackDown.
Yeah, maybe. Sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other stuff. All right, here we go. Let me make this a bonus question. If there's an 8th match, who's it against? Who would it be?
For me, it would be Elias and...
Yeah.
It can't be Apollo Crews again. It's got to be Titus himself.
You're saying Elias Titus.
Elias Titus. Or maybe Elias Jason Jordan.
I'll go with Elias Titus as well. I like that. What about you, Will? If there's an 8th match, what would it be?
Yeah, you're probably right with Elias Titus, but I'll go with Jordan just to mix it up a bit.
Okay, Elias Jordan, alright.
Yeah, I quite like that one now.
And hypothetically, who would win?
Jordan.
Elias.
Really?
Over Titus? Yeah. Over Jordan? No.
What about you, Will?
Jordan.
Would you go with Jordan? You know what? I would say Titus.
You think Titus O'Neil's going to beat Elias, not Simpson?
In a randomly thrown together match? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
Elias would be on the outside performing, maybe. Maybe. How about any additional stipulation? Any additional stipulations just surprisingly added at the last moment to any of these matches?
No. They've done this shake-up now and tried to make it more interesting. You'd think they would have done it by now if they were going to stick a ladder in there somewhere or some tables.
Yeah.
I think they're saving it all for that main event.
Okay. What about you, Will?
Yeah, I'm the same. I think they would have announced something by now.
I'll say yes, just as like a randomly, like at the very last minute, they'll add something in.
It would be cool.
It would be.
Oh,
But
I'd like to see it.
I do agree with you. I think if they were to announce it, they would have done it by now, just to retain or garner any more interest the show had. But yeah, it's just only having one TLC match in general is just weird. So
Yeah, it's the first time they've done that. Not had the individual matches too.
okay, so that's the card. Yeah, let me rank this down. There we go. That's your TLC card for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna save that. We'll try to get Beans' response. Hopefully before the show starts. Keep an eye out on Twitter, either at 5 Corners XSpoonX or at the IWC Radio Twitter itself. We'll probably have those up relatively near bell time. And yeah, good luck to everybody involved. Ed also says the Hardy Boys were a night of add-in at WrestleMania, so why not?
Because WrestleMania already had all the interest. They didn't need to sell that one to us. This one, they do, obviously, and they've done a hell of a lot to kind of, get us interested. You'd think that they could have made that announcement with these 2 others. But they didn't. So my thinking is there must be a reason for it. They must be trying to keep the main event special.
Yeah, definitely. Gotta protect the main event, and the card is always subject to change.
Always.
Ed is asking, how about that delicious Impact pizza? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You haven't seen the Impact pizza?
I've not. I just Googled it, and apparently, according to Cage Side Seats, it ended in a swerve.
Ah, what? It was actually a burger?
Really?
I don't know.
What the hell's going on?
I don't
How'd you
know.
swerve a pizza?
I don't know. Apparently, Impact Wrestling partnered with Canadian pizza chain Crust and Crate to decide what the official pizza of Impact would be. Impact sent their stars Bobby Lashley and Eli Drake to Ottawa to unveil the new pizza, and the result was Swerve, actually 2 pizzas.
What?
The 2 unveiled pizzas were unveiled, and fans will vote between November 4th and 10th to decide which it will be. And I think we've got a picture of this up on Twitter. Let me cut to this here if I can. Yeah, there we go. There it is. There's the... Was it sriracha? Oh, I already hate this. Scissor kick, which is spicy jerk chicken, roasted corn, black beans, salsa fresca, red onion, jalapeno peppers, and sriracha drizzle.
Sounds pretty good.
Maybe if you got rid of the sriracha and the beans and the onion. I don't know what the hell salsa fresca is. That sounds like a fresca drink, like a sparkling water drink. And then the other one
kind of does.
The other
6 shards of crust.
Pulled pork pile driver, which is smoky pulled pork, pickled onions, gross, red chilies, habanero peppers, smoked bacon, and barbecue drizzle. That I would vote for. That my vote would.
Isn't that basically the same thing? Red chilies, peppers. No, I suppose not.
Yeah.
Now, barbecue drizzle, man. I've had that barbecue one from Domino's. It's too much barbecue.
Hmm. Yeah, I've not heard this. So I guess that answers the question. Is Impact Wrestling still in business? Yeah, clearly. They're
selling pizzas, no?
They're selling pizzas.
They're not only are they still in business, they're in different businesses. They're in more business than they were in before.
So why is it called 6 shards of crust when it's just blatantly a circle?
I don't know. I don't know.
Swerve again.
I mean, if it was actually 6 sides like the ring, that would be quite cool. But anyway, we might as well apply logic to things.
Apparently, this establishment also promoted a Impact Wrestling drink called the Atomic Drop, which it has gin, tequila, rum, blue Curaçao, 7-Up, splash of lime, and a lemon.
That's just all alcohol. There's that splash of lemon as a mixer.
If you drink that, you get
7-Up. There you go. It's got 7-Up in it.
Yeah. Just drink it, and then, you forget the show you just watched.
Helps you get through Impact.
Yeah.
I don't know if that needs rum, but okay, sure. And nothing needs gin. And at that point, can I just have the tequila?
Yeah.
Let's have the tequila and a lemon.
Alcohol with a hint of mixer, yeah.
Yeah, right. I'd give that a go, actually.
If the onions weren't pickled on the pile driver, a pulled pork pizza, Ed would be on board, and same here.
Well,
Same
pickled
here.
onions are good. And I'm not a big onion fan, but pickled onions sometimes pretty good.
Also, Ed said, wow, Smoot, you want to get rid of beans? I mean, he's not on the show right now, so...
Yeah, if we get a pizza tonight, beans will not be involved.
Exactly. All right. What happened on... Was there anything other newsworthy tidbits that we should point out that I'm unaware of? Like pizza being involved with a wrestling establishment that's still kind of struggling to be above water at this point. But is there any other news and tidbits here?
Yes, there is one. There's a PWG event, I believe, last night. I think last night. Possibly even today, I'm not sure. But Dave Meltzer, my boy, is sat next to Ron Jeremy.
Oh my god. You're kidding me. Oh wow, there's a picture here. Wow.
Is he asleep?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, but it looks like he is. It really looks like he is.
Hold on, let me get the right tab here. There we go. Boop. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, he does look like he's asleep. This also, it almost looked like this dude's arm was like around his.
I thought that myself.
Yeah.
At first. No, nope.
No, that's the guy sat next to him. That's his right arm.
Okay.
So the Young Bucks had a great match. Dave gave it 5 stars, and Ron gave it 5 inches. Anyway.
Hey. Heyo.
Heyo.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Pulp Fiction on SmackDown. That happened.
I missed that.
You did? You didn't miss too much. It was...
Yeah, I didn't see it. I know they advertised it on the pay-per-view for SmackDown and then just didn't do it again.
Mm-hmm. And this past Tuesday
so
they did
what
it.
happened in the end?
It was the Ascension trying to be buddies with Breezango again. Because something made Breezango go on, or Tyler Breeze go unconscious, and then they brought out, like, Ascension brought out like a comically huge needle that was like made of styrofoam or plastic or something like that. You're like, here, use this, and then make sure you don't miss, otherwise it'll kill him. And then Tyler Breeze woke up, and they're like, how about the Fantastic Four? And they all put their fists in, and then Breezango walked off. So.
So they saved his life, and they still don't want to be friends.
Yeah, they still don't want to be friends. It says only a matter of time until Breezango and Ascension team up to become Pulp Faction. Hey!
Hey, there you go.
I like it. Yeah, so that didn't air for you guys or something?
I just didn't watch SmackDown.
Yeah, me too.
Oh. Wow.
It's bad. Did anything else happen? It's kind of a Raw week. You know, we've got a Raw pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe SmackDown wasn't such a high priority this week, but you never know. Was there anything good?
There was a lot of build-up to the pay-per-view, for a change, from what I remember.
What's their pay-per-view? Survivor Series.
I mean, build-up to TLC on Raw is what I meant.
No, I mean on SmackDown.
Yeah, I think Survivor Series, and that's just
Survivor Series is the next one.
Yeah, a joint show. There was Corey Graves not knowing how to say Super Saiyan. That got a lot of people ruffled because he pronounced
yeah, he did say Cyan.
Cyan, yeah.
Okay, so October 17th episode of SmackDown. Mahal said he had defeated every worthy opponent on SmackDown roster. He hadn't beaten AJ. And at Survivor Series, he wanted to face Brock Lesnar. Then AJ came out and challenged Mahal. There you go. So apparently Lesnar's going to come out on Raw next week to address the challenge. Well, he's going to be on Raw, but not the pay-per-view. Kind of wacky.
Let's see here. Apparently, WWE 2K17 is a major shit show with the bugs. I remember linking you guys a certain video clip that had John Cena losing to a couch.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, put him in the ankle lock, but he never gave up. He carried on.
He did carry on. Yeah.
Tried carry on working anyway, and Jason Jordan did a hell of a job, kind of floating in midair to sell for him.
Yeah, he just like left the room. It was like one of those backstage segments that had a match or whatever, and Cena was just like stuck in this couch. I'm trying to find the video for it. I think this is another one. This is something else. Here we are. Here's the one with the couch. Let me throw this up on the stream. The commentary is incredible for this. Out here.
Well scouted. Ain't no stopping him now. Oh, he's able to reverse.
I hear they left another one in of Cole talking to King or something.
Oh God.
Must
Really?
be an old line. Yeah.
Not even close. Jeez, that was
Yeah, I didn't
embarrassing.
get a video of what it actually was, but they've made the same mistakes again.
Clearly compromised. This one's not over yet. We've seen plenty of people come back from being in.
Yeah, I don't think this game's gonna get my money.
Jason
I hate to be like that, but this is abysmal for a video game.
Boy, his chances of winning this thing
Well, this is it here.
very
That's
good right now.
Jason Jordan floating there.
He
Yeah.
can literally be pinned anywhere in this arena.
I don't know. I don't think he truly
He can
understood
clearly
just
be
how
pinned anywhere in
dangerous
this
his
arena.
opposition was heading into this match. Of course, he understands that now, but it might be too little, too late.
Yeah, if he hits this, the match is over.
Yeah, if he hits this, this match is over.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory.
Yeah, and here's Cena just floating.
Yeah.
And
So
then
great to see Shawn Michaels backstage earlier tonight. I don't think he ever misses a show when we're here in his hometown. of
there's
San
this one.
Antonio.
There's this one where someone, a good buddy of mine, Max here, at Wrestle Subtitle, was playing, and he was Cesaro, and I think he got pinned or something. It was like an elimination match, and he couldn't roll out of the ring. Like, look at this. He just,
So the match just waited for him.
yeah. Like, he couldn't do
And he
anything,
couldn't get
and the
out.
only thing he could have, like, the only actual action he could have done was actually either restart the match or just quit out.
It's just rolling.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Look at this.
That's awesome.
And then there's this one. One of the choices here. See if you can spot this one out here, Chucks. See what the problem is in this.
Okay. I think I'm going to be a little behind on your stream.
That's fine. And the red set, it was a little bit hard to read. It says, "You're beneath me, insect."
You're beneath me, insect. You're wasting oxygen the audience could use.
Yeah.
That's a hard pass. You're no serious threat. We can do this. Is it that they all suck?
No, it's the wrong your.
I know, it's the your.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that a couple of years ago as well. Same spelling mistake.
Yeah.
See if I can find a picture of that one.
And then there was also, let's see, there's this glitch here. I forget what this one is. Let me refresh it here. I think it had something to do with this one equipment crate that somebody might have gotten stuck in. Yeah. Ultimate Warrior versus Daniel Bryan. Oh no, the video stopped working. Here, let me try this. Yeah, Brian's like caught in a video, or yeah, he's caught in a video. No, an equipment crate that's on its side here. Look at this. And he's pinned up against the wall. And signature maneuver with the equipment crate, and then there goes his. Yeah, look at this.
Sliding back. Whoa! Oh, okay. Well, if his career wasn't done before, now it is.
The game gives it a 3 stars. 3-star rating. Does Wrestle Subtitle already have Christmas lights up? I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Looks like it in that video. He might. Ultimate Warrior using the Force to stop Bryan, yeah, and just sending him away as he just rattles off in that equipment crate. So yeah, there's a ton of bugs in WWE 2K17. More than the ones that we showed off last week with whoever, I don't remember who it was, but it was the AI just running in place against the Hell in the Cell when we had that match to showcase.
AJ, wasn't it?
Yeah. That game's not getting my money. I'm sorry. Another year, another pass.
I've got to be honest, I obviously don't play as much as some people, but I don't come across these glitches. Must be lucky.
Yeah, I know. It's I'm always disappointed at how few glitches I get.
Yeah.
They're never funny ones, even when I do get them.
Oh, you just sent me a picture of the typo from the other game, but this is
that was WWE 12.
Yeah,
that was a little while ago, but they did the opposite mistake.
Yeah, they put the wrong "your," but it should be the not apostrophe.
The other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're winners.
You are winners. Congrats. Let me take a look here. Let's see if there's any other news tidbits. So I forgot to check before we started. I was doing a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Apparently Baron Corbin called out Triple H on Twitter.
Did he really?
Let's see. According to this article, after Triple H announced that he would be bringing his wrestling gear to Santiago, Chile for a WWE live event, Baron Corbin called him out. Belief is that Triple H is participating in the show to make up for Kevin Owens leaving the tour for personal reasons and AJ Styles returning to the United States for the TLC pay-per-view. And Corbin said, pick a fight you can win. Just a hint though, I would stay away from the United States champion. So it's not really
big Banter Baron for you.
It's not really calling out Triple H, but okay. Yeah, no, there's not much else to comment on. Apparently, the trailer for Hot Rod Roddy Piper got released, so that's good. TNA announces a new departure. Taryn Terrell was pulled from Bound for Glory due to an apparent concussion. And apparently, yeah, she left the company because of that.
She's left again?
Yeah. Look at this.
Oh, man.
Here, I'll throw this up on the stream. Look at this. Update, at Taryn Terrell here, and Impact are mutually parting ways. Taryn would like to pursue other career options, and she has our full support. We wish her well, whatever she does next. Huh.
She make up her mind.
I wonder what behind the scenes stuff happened there to cause that to happen. Makes you wonder.
Makes you wonder.
I'm not seeing anything else happen or in the news here at the very least.
No, I mean the viral infection story is the big one this week.
Definitely is. And the pay-per-view.
Yeah, and all the changes to the pay-per-view. Triple H in Chile. Jeff Jarrett taking a leave of absence from GFW. Yeah, well, that's
old.
new.
That's old.
That's an old one. I
There
think
was
that's about it.
a
Yeah.
bit of news on the UK show.
What about the UK show? Sorry.
I've only briefly saw something on Twitter, so I don't know the full story, but the talk is that, I don't know if, basically the background on it was that ITV were working with TNA on a World of Sport re-rival, sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Which I think Beans went to the press conference for last year.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
This guy, he gets around.
Anyway, since Anthem took over TNA, that seems to have fizzled out. There's been no more talk on that. They did one show with JR was involved in it as well.
Yeah.
There's been nothing since Anthem took over TNA.
Huh.
There was a report this week that apparently WWE are talking about ITV
Are they?
About launching the UK show on ITV.
Are they going to buy it out?
There's some talk that the UK show will premiere on ITV and then be on the network like a day or so later.
Okay.
And there's even talk it could actually be called King of the Ring.
Hey, yeah, that'd be a
Really?
that's
so
a
yeah,
catchy title.
it looks like when ITV did that pilot for World of Sport, it was actually quite successful. It got about 6-7 million viewers, which wasn't bad for Saturday evening.
God, Raw wishes it could get that.
Yeah. So if ITV have sort of parted ways with TNA, Anthem, whatever it's called this week,
I think it's a Crate and Barrel pizza joint. No.
Then it would make sense for WWE to get in there, well, especially a major mainstream channel like that.
Crust and Crate, I should say. Not Crate and Barrel, sorry.
So, yeah, maybe that's the big announcement they've got for us in November.
Maybe. The other thing, you mentioned Beans. Apparently, we're baffled by this. Apparently, Beans was in a WWE conference call, and he was able to ask Alexa Bliss and Bobby Roode a couple of questions, and he recorded the audio from it, and we're going to be uploading that onto our YouTube page soon, as far as I can tell. I don't know when that's going to go up, but
probably tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow. So check out our YouTube page for that little tidbit. Beans, if you're listening, let us know how the hell you weaseled into a conference call of all things to ask questions.
They called him. That's the weirdest thing about it. He didn't sneak in. They called him.
He was invited.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how strange it is.
We didn't even invite him onto this conference call.
Yeah. We can't even get him to show up for our own show. And yet he's he's big leaguing us right now.
Yeah.
He's big leaguing us.
Shocking.
So
He's sold out.
yeah, he bought it.
Yes.
He bought it. Exactly.
Well, I think that's going to wrap up the show then. If we don't have anything else to discuss, tomorrow's pay-per-view is definitely a must-watch for the main event itself. It probably still is going to be a good show despite the limited number of stipulations to it, which is one. We'll be back next week, hopefully with Beans here, so that he can give us his secrets on how he got WWE to call him to be in a call with superstars.
Speaking of...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Speaking of must-watch events, this is nothing to do with us or anything to do with the pay-per-view, but I have on good authority that there may be a Voice of Wrestling special tomorrow.
Ooh.
Ahead
What's
of...
special about it?
It's going to be on.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'll take that.
Okay.
Because the plan was to come back quite a lot later, right? It was.
Yeah, no. Basically, what's happened? They are still coming back on the 10th. If I got that date right, the day. No, sorry, 20th of November.
20th of November. Yeah, it's quite a while away. So they're going to do one earlier.
They're just going to do a little sort of review show after the pay-per-view tomorrow.
Awesome.
To sort of build up the hype, if you like.
So is that like immediately after, or is that going to be like it's going to be before Raw on the Monday?
As far as I know, it's going to be tomorrow, so probably straight after the pay-per-view.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the Facebook page, because I think it's actually going to be on Facebook as well. It's going to be a Facebook Live type thing.
Ah, okay. All right, keep your eyes peeled for that. Yeah, I think that's it. So next week we'll have the results, and we'll be discussing everything that happened at TLC as well as Raw and SmackDown. You can always follow us on Twitter at the IWC Radio, and send in your questions with the hashtag IWC Radio, whatever, on Twitter, I guess. That's where you hashtag things most likely. And yeah, that's going to be it. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we head out?
I think that's it.
Alrighty. Take care, have a great weekend, and we will see you guys next week. Good night.